Yeah, it's time for another gym haul video. Welcome back to my channel. I have been so looking forward to doing a review of activewear, specifically Amazon activewear. Some of us like to kind of rotate our gym outfits and we like to have nice quality items, but we don't want to pay an arm and a leg for them, let's be honest. So if you're anything like me, I did a little perusing online and I found a brand that has gotten really good reviews. I'm super excited because this brand, although I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, is it
Aoxjox?
I don't know. However, this brand has a lot of really good reviews. Most of the things that I see mentioned about this brand, which pardon me for misspeaking the word, you know, all I know is I may not know how to say the name of the brand. I think it's Aoxjox or maybe Aoxjox, but either way, I have a lot of items that I picked out for this review. So they come out with their own lines. They'll have like maybe a more buttery soft line. They'll have one that's maybe more compressive, and it kind of gives you that description when you go on their website on Amazon, which I really like, because if you're looking for something but you're not sure if you're gonna like it, at the very least, if you get a description, you can kind of base it on that. So that's something that I really liked right off the bat. But without further ado and enough yapping from me, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I will put together my first outfit and then give you my opinion, pros and cons. Everything as far as price was concerned was reasonable. I would say it's definitely cheaper than regular priced items like your Gymsharks or your Alphaletes, like super cheapo where you're only going to be paying like 10 bucks. You can get these on sale, and Amazon Prime is coming up soon, so that might be something to consider if you have your eye on this brand and you've just been on the fence. Definitely consider getting them during Amazon Prime, which is something I probably could have done. Amazon offers a lot of cute dupes. They offer aloe dupes, they offer Alphalete dupes, they offer all kinds of things, but we don't really know if it's going to test the same. So the biggest thing and the biggest key here is really, worth the purchase, right? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get to outfit number one, show you what it looks like, and tell you what I think. Moment of silence. Okay. Outfit number one. This is the Color Block halter top with the Velma shorts. Now, just for reference, I have breast implants, so, whole spiel. I get a medium for my tops, I get a small for my bottoms. All right. I was really looking forward to a black and white color block monochromatic outfit, and I think I found the one. This is so cute, okay? The halter top does come with removables, whatever the heck they're called. Anyway, so you can take them out or keep them in. I personally like to keep mine in, but that's totally up to you, your comfort level. If you can see here, the only thing I do notice is that obviously because this is like a one strap bra, there's a little bit of like curvature here, just a slight, like, lifts up a little bit. And that's obviously because people are three-dimensional, we're not flat, so things are not going to lay the same on every body type. The shorts have this really cute like crisscross design thing that I'm really loving. I think the reason I like them, not just because of the fact that it matches very well with this crop halter bra, is it's got that design, and they're also high-waisted, so they managed to go in at that like V angle, but they're still high-waisted, so I love that about these. Now let me show you the back. Okay, look at that. Yeah, this is the kind of outfit you're gonna want to wear on back. Let's have a moment for the bra, shall we? Like, this is spectacular. Now I do feel very supported everywhere. The compression on the shorts is good. It's not too tight like some of the Alphalete pants with extreme compression is. However, there is, there's give. They are stretchy, but you can tell that this is quality material. It's not see-through. You're not going to be worrying about this thing, ripping at the seams. At least that's my first impression, just from trying them on. I do like where they sit. They're definitely not micro shorts. They're definitely a little bit more of like the 6-inchers, which for me is perfect because, if you're carrying a lot more here, things are going to tend to ride up, and we don't like that. I don't like that. So because I'm constantly adjusting shorts at the gym, and I find that that's very annoying for me. So far, just from trying it on, I have to say I really like it. This is an outfit I would absolutely wear, 100%. Now, if you're scared about spillage, I don't think I'm going anywhere. Everything feels pretty kept in. The only thing is, you know, it is pretty exposed in the bag. So if you do have kind of like hesitation about that, maybe you'd want to pair this with like leggings versus shorts, because I know sometimes some people like to, you know, if they'll do a bra, you know, like a bralette or just a crop top, they'll stick to leggings. If they do a little bit more covered up here, then they'll go with shorts, you know, kind of to even it out. Not go like too revealing. But I actually don't think these shorts are very revealing. I don't think they're revealing at all. You know, I think they're pretty good size. No complaints here. I think outfit number 1 is 10 out of 10 personally. Quality's there. Price point is good. You know, I'm not spending more than, I think a single item, there was nothing more than like 35 bucks. So just keep that in mind. You know, bras are a little bit cheaper than the leggings, of course. However, if you're looking to put together a few outfits, I think you can do it, you know, at a reasonable price versus just coughing up a bunch of money. And the thing that I really like too, let's be honest, is because it's Amazon, I feel more comfortable if I know that I don't like something, I can return it. It's a little bit easier to do just because I do have Prime. With other companies, it seems like returning is a hassle. I end up just keeping stuff that I don't like, and that ends up making my decision a little bit tougher sometimes. So sometimes I hold on to things, not because I really like them, but because I'm not going to pay the shipping and go through the whole motion. By the end of it, it's not even worth it, and I keep the item. So first outfit, the color block crop top halter and the Velma shorts, I give it a 10 out of 10. I think this is great for back day. Personally, I would wear this, but definitely keep in mind that it is fully open in the back. So, you know, you're gonna be out there, guns out, sun's out. Number 2, here we are. The color got me. I love a green. I love maroon. I love a green. This is your forest green, and it definitely is like when I see this, I'm thinking tree. I'm thinking, okay, sorry about that. English is not my first language. I'm thinking forest. I'm thinking trees and shrubs and, you know, out in the middle of the forest. This is the true deep green. I love that. And I'm gonna get a little bit close to the camera because I just, obviously, yeah, okay. No worries. This is such a cute, complimentary outfit. It is just so cute. Couple of things that I like about this one. So, top. This is called the Trinity Halter. So it is kind of like a tank, but I do want to mention this. It sort of does one of these. So it kind of goes short, long. I don't know if you can kind of see how it kind of flares out a little bit. It's kind of got that like short, long thing going. So it's not going to be your straight cut through. It's not going to be that square cut that you usually get with tanks. This one kind of has that little flare. So if, for example, you're wearing a pair of pants that's not super high-waisted, you're not going to get a lot of like peeking through here. The skin is not going to be showing with this one. Something to consider if that's one of your, you know, concerns. The back is definitely straight cut through. So that's going to be your normal cut on your tank. This front is what kind of goes out like that. So something to keep in mind if you're not a fan of the sort of like asymmetrical or not perfectly straight cuts, then may not be for you. But much like the previous outfit, this one is also a halter. Now you do have a little bit of give with this one. You can adjust it a little bit. Not a whole lot, as you can see here with me. I've pretty much kind of got the limits going, but if you want it to ride up a little bit more, you definitely can adjust it. If you want it to be a little bit lower also, you can adjust it. I went with the size small on this one actually. And the only reason I went with the size small is because it is more of like a shirt versus a true bra. If it was a sports bra, I'd go medium because of the obvious reasons. But if it was a shirt or anything like that, I'd go small. So I went small on this one. There's a lot of room. It's not like super tight, you know? So, and I think it's because of that little flare in the front. So that is something to consider. Other thing, it does have removable padding in there. One thing I will say, when I put it on, I did notice that the padding kind of moved around in there. So the padding might not be the most secure. It's good now. I just flipped them and they kind of got like, you know, when they kind of curve in, if you're like putting things on and off, the padding can kind of get messed up in there. Not a big deal breaker in my opinion, but you know, that is something I noticed. And it's got sort of like, I'll show you guys. It's got this right here. So you can even see like the padding here. It's got like that under, you know, the little thing that camis sort of have sometimes, you know, they've got like that layer, but this one has the padding, which is nice because you don't have to double up underneath with another sports bra if you don't want to. You can remove them. You know, this is pretty tight, so, you know, like I said, it is adjustable, which is nice. So you have a little bit of give with the top. I would say that's probably my biggest kind of takeaways from this top. I really like it. This is another great one for like upper body because it is just so nice and freeing and you're comfortable. You know, you can do arms, you can do shoulders, you can do biceps, you name it. I did decide to go with a pant, and this one is straight through, and it is a flare legging. Now, you may not be able to see it on the video, but there is a little bit of a scrunch here, and I'll do a little bit of a squat test just to show you. There is scrunch here. It's not a true scrunch like how many other scrunch leggings are, where like you can see it and it's obvious and it's just like right up in there, just sucked in there. It's not quite like that. It's a little bit more forgiving. It is there, and you can see it on the fabric itself when you are putting on the pair of pants or taking them off, but it's not like so in there that like you can feel it, you know, all the way. So that is kind of nice because it still gives you the scrunch butt, you know, effect, which is very complimentary on the glutes. And you know, you've got that little V cut here, which also I think accentuates the glutes as well, in my opinion. I'll give you a little close up of the flare here. This is the flare, very nice. Got a little line, a seam going down, which also I think is really cute. Look at that booty pop, okay? I like this. This is cute. This is nice, and it would also double as like athleisure as well. So it's not fully, you know, just for the gym. If you're looking to wear this and you really like the way that it looks, take it out, you know, yoga, to the park, whatever. I think this is versatile. I really like this one. I would say the versatility of it really bumps it up a notch for me. I would give this probably a 10 out of 10 visually, and then more so like a 9 out of 10 just based on kind of like as I was trying it on, those things that I noticed. But outside of that, it's a win. I love the color, and all of these outfits come in different options, so you can get like red, you can get black, you can get a gray. I went for a green with this one because I wanted to try something that was a little bit different, and I think it worked. I just wanted to show you guys because I did adjust these much higher. You know, when I was doing the original try on, they were a little bit lower, so everything here was like popping out. I did adjust them higher, and as you can see, it does make a difference here. I mean, I have breast implants, so it's not going to change very much, but it does cover a lot more. So if you're kind of, you know, hesitant on how revealing it is, I think you'll be fine. So I wanted to make that little update because I do think it's only fair to give it a full review, all the pros and cons. So the fact that it is adjustable is a big win for me. And outfit number, I had to make sure I was holding up the same number of fingers. Okay, 3. Now, I saved the more basic outfit for last because sometimes tried and true is tried and true for a reason, let's be honest. This is the Takes 2 sports bra, and I think one of the things that I've noticed right now specifically is how the layering is really in. I've noticed that layering is just a big thing right now. I'm seeing people do the double, you know, sports bras. They'll do one, you know, maybe a little bit lower than the other, which this definitely is in line with. So it's very on trend right now. The double layering are big right now, and it's one thing that I've noticed a lot on a lot of different gym, you know, workout brand websites, is that double layering effect. Aoxjox has gotten with the times, they're keeping up with the trends, and they decided to come up with one that has both already integrated. This also has removable padding, and it feels pretty sturdy. Like, the thing that I like about this is that it's trendy. 2, it is adjustable. So again, you're going to be dealing with the same thing as that Halter top that I showed you in outfit number 2, that green one. If you want it to be even, you know, more high up, you can definitely do that. If you want it to be a little bit lower, you can also do that. Your preference. As far as compression, keeping you in, this is definitely high impact. So if you're doing a lot of running, if you're doing high impact, you know, CrossFit or just something that's very intense, I think this is going to be your go-to because you're not going to be feeling like you're spilling out. There's a lot of compression and keeping you in while still looking very cute, which in my opinion is like a win, right? Or the leggings. These are just the waisted. That's what I was thinking. So these are the high-waisted leggings, 26 inches. A couple of things. I do want to just focus on the actual detailing of the leggings themselves. There's like a 3 seamed thing effect going on. There's like 3 seams here, just kind of running across along here, and they run all the way through. So it gives it definitely a more high quality look and high quality feel. One thing that I can say for sure is that this does not feel cheap. It does a lot of good for the glutes here, if I can so humbly say myself. It's still got that sort of V taper in the back, which I think always elevates and pumps up the glutes. And I like the legging cut. I like where it kind of ends here, because sometimes the longer ones just feel like they're a little bit too long, but these kind of give like that almost ankle length, you know, crop-ish feel without being actual ankle length cropped, you know, leggings. So you're still getting full leggings. You can use your, you know, ankle length socks with these. You can use the regular socks with these, which I mean, I switch them out. I go long, I go short, whatever. I like the compression of these. I don't feel like it's too much where like sometimes our skin tends to like fold over it, but I do like that it's enough where, I mean, it makes you look good, you know, it keeps you in, but it's not too much where it looks like you're suffocating yourself. So definitely like that. As squat test is concerned, I think I pass. I really like this. It's thick, but it's stretchy, and it's not that material that feels like, you know, you accidentally touch it and it's gonna rip apart. Say, even though it's probably the more basic one, and there are no pockets in this one, so sometimes that's kind of like a make or break it for some people. They like the fact that there's the more utility in them. There's like either like a hidden pocket, or there might be a pocket on the side. These don't have that, so something to keep in mind if that's a big thing for you. For me, I like the way they feel, I like the way they look. This is such a basic but perfect for me, because I like the color blocking. This still has color blocking, but if you pair it with an all black legging, you know, it's just more classic, toned, classic, but you still got that white going on, so it's like a pop of color. Something to keep in mind. If you're a little bit more into the color and you like that, these do come in different colors too as well, so check that out, because maybe you want something that's gray or red or green, and you do have options. So I gotta say, the only thing that would give this a 9 out of 10 is the fact that it's not like anything amazing. You know, it's pretty, you know, to the point. But if I'm being honest, I would give this a 10 out of 10 for the feel. I'm comfortable, I feel sucked in, I feel good, I feel secure. This would work well for like leg day, for Pilates, for yoga, even at leisure if you want to, you know, pair this up with a little jacket. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect about this brand in particular, Aoxjox, because I've heard of different brands, Arola, I've heard of, you know, Sierra Yoga, I've heard of the Gym People, you know, all that stuff. But this one in particular I had come across previously. But sometimes Amazon can look cute without giving you much else, you know. I don't think that's the case here. I think they are truly, truly, truly sticking to being recognized like an activewear brand. Think of your Alpha League, think of your Gymshark, think of even like the Young LA now, which is a big one. And I actually have a review for Young LA coming up soon, so stay tuned for that one. But I think Aoxjox, if you're Aoxjox, sorry, if you're looking for something on Amazon that you can start utilizing, that you can start working out in, that could fit into your gym capsule wardrobe, and actually, you know, stays true to being gym wear too much, right? Without paying too much money, without losing quality, without, oh, big thing I have to mention. I don't know if you can notice something here. Tell me if you notice something. I'll give you time. There's no logos on these. Some of their items do have like a small logo, and it kind of looks like a little fox or like a little something just kind of running like a hare. And I think that's their actual logo. These don't have anything. I love the fact that they are unbranded on the outside, that there's no logo. For me, I love brands, I love name brands, I'm all for them. But when there's so much and it's just everywhere, or it's so big and just like loud, I'm not a big fan of that. Their volume comes from speaking through the quality of their items. And if you just take a look at the reviews, honestly, before I bought any of these items, I wanted to make sure that the reviews looked good, because if I'm gonna try something, if I'm gonna spend my money on it and take a shot in the dark, I want to make sure that at least I'm setting myself up for success. All the items I've shown you here today, really good reviews, very little returns. The pictures look good. I could tell right away that they fit good. People were happy with them. I'm happy with them. I'm definitely glad that I got them. Even though I got them before Amazon Prime Day, I'm probably gonna keep them anyway, let's be honest. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys like this review. I'm actually really comfortable in this. I might actually stay in it. I love it. I'm gonna keep this one for sure. The flares were great. Everything was great. I am very happy with my choices. I hope I was able to help anybody out there who has been considering this brand, who would like to maybe try it out. If you like the way it looks on me, it'll probably look better on you. But it's all love anyway. So thank you so much for watching my review. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any brands that you would like me to try, please leave it in the comments. I'm always looking for new brands to try, because I mean, I know what I know, but I don't know everything. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. I lied. Oh, I have one last thing I want to show you. Now, I got an extra pair of leggings that I didn't account for, and since I don't have a matching bra to go with it, I decided to keep this one from the very fake last one. But this is the Trinity high-waisted leggings. They do have that cross V here. These are cute, and they actually show the belly button, so it's kind of nice actually, because even though they're high-waisted, they still show the belly button, which I feel like a lot of high-waisted leggings, let's be honest, they don't do that. This doesn't have any booty scrunch in it, but it's still very flattering, very nice quality, very soft, compressive still. The main reason why I wanted to show you guys this, and I didn't want to just go without showing you these, because I actually really like these. I'm probably gonna keep them, and maybe I'll just get the matching bra for this one, which I didn't do, is, oh yeah, slides right in. God. These have pockets, because sometimes the leggings with the pockets, I feel like I've noticed they're kind of like they just lose that legging vibe to them. Like they just don't look like leggings anymore, but these still look like proper leggings. And then you just all of a sudden hit them with the, you know what I mean? Fit your keys, you can fit your phone, you can fit whatever the heck you want. But yeah, I like them, and I did not want to leave without giving you this last little freebie for the video. So yeah, I like them. No booty scrunch on these, however, it's got that crisscross thing, and it is very cute. I mean, especially if you're working out on a day where your abs are looking really nice and they're popping and you're feeling yourself, these would be very complimentary. And I would actually probably get the matching bra just for that. Give you a little freebie for the day. I didn't want to leave without showing you that. I hope you appreciate this, and now actually the video is over, so thank you.